Hi home educator! Need some help with planning how to use a Twinkl resource? Then this video is for you! So whether you're home educating a tween or a teen, our CSI investigation resources are a great place to start. These are a really popular resource with older learners. They look like this, and there are loads of them to choose from on our website, from the Curse of Tutankhamun to Stonehenge and even the Lost City of Atlantis. But for this video, we're focusing on our latest CSI resource, the Kennedy assassination. You can download this resource pack from the link below this video. Like all our CSI resources, it comes with clear instructions, but this is just the start. This video will give you some fresh ideas for learning activities and new ways to plan your home ed days while you use this resource. Let's go! We'll whiz through each instruction as it appears in the resource pack. Number 1 is to read the introduction sheet to gain an overview of the Kennedy assassination. If you have time, how about reading this introduction together with your child? No matter what their age, it sometimes is quite nice to be read to. There is a lot of information in this resource pack, so it goes without saying pick a time of day and place where your child feels really comfortable and can get stuck into the project. Instruction 2 is to print the timeline or create one. This will form the centre of the work area. The timeline looks like this, and it fits together like this, with long-term events horizontally across the top and events of the day running vertically. Instruction 3 is to print and cut out the event cards. Read the cards thoroughly and place them on the timeline. Use all the space you've got available. Spread out the cards on the table, scatter them on the floor, stick them up on the wall or pin them on a pinboard. Whatever works best for you. Encourage your child to read them, move them around, place them in the right order before adding them to the timeline. Here we go with instruction number 4. Read the fact files and put them in the work area. There's a lot of reading to be done here, so we're going to give you some ideas for planning and some learning activities which can be used when working with lots of written information. Use the information to create a quiz. Multiple choice, true or false. They could do this on paper or use an online quiz maker. There are loads of great free ones available. A simple way to make a reading exercise a bit more active is to highlight the key words and facts that stand out to them. After reading the information, discuss it, either with you or with a sibling or a friend, even with their auntie on the phone. Talking about what they've learned lifts that information off the page, develops their vocabulary and sparks new ideas. Remember, they don't need to read this all in one go. Break up the reading by studying supporting images or looking at videos. We've included one in the resource. And how about playing a game? Here's some ideas. Summarise it, guess the missing word, and the memory game. I'll take you through each of these now. Summarise it. This game just means taking a section of information, reading it and then trying to summarise it in 20 words. Then can they summarise it in 10 words? How about 5 words? Or maybe even 1? The missing word game. Take it in turns to read out a sentence and miss out a word. The other person fills in the blank by guessing the missing word. And the memory game. Cover the title and text on the card and just using the image try to remember what this fact file card was about. Back to the instructions and we're at number 5. Cut out and read the evidence cards which include original sources of information regarding the facts of the case. These are the evidence cards. They're information cards featuring interview transcripts, photographs, diagrams and political propaganda. The information on these is in a range of different formats, so here's some ideas for how to use it. Just focus on the visual aspects first, the photographs and images, and list what information you can gain from these. Rank the cards in order of importance and/or reliability. How about a summarising activity? Pick the most useful fact from each of the cards and say why you've chosen it. Back to our instructions, cut out and read the theory cards. Link these theories with the facts and evidence that supports or contradicts them. Here's just some of the theory cards. So as you can see, there's a lot more reading to be done here. So let's mix things up with some learning activities that support these resources and lift that information off the page. Divide. Divide the theory cards into 3 piles. Least likely to be true, most likely to be true, and the ones that require more evidence. Debate. Pick 3 of the theory cards and debate which one is the most accurate. Link back to the evidence and ask each other questions. Encourage your learner to speak passionately about the theories that they believe are true. Interview. Pick a few of the theories and explain them to someone else. Ask them questions to find out if they believe the theory and why or why not. Role play. A courtroom-style role play in which you present your theory and state the evidence or even get a volunteer to act as a witness. a great activity to bring the information to life. All of our CSI resources encourage the option of expanding their research further. So instruction number 7 is to carry out further independent research into the various conspiracy theories surrounding the assassination of JFK. In the resource pack, you'll find a page to support this with lots of useful links. This is your child's opportunity to deep dive into the areas of the topic that interest them the most, to practice their research skills, and it also gives them the opportunity to present their research in a range of different ways. Still with me? We're at the final instruction. Number 8, choose a difficulty level and write up a final report to summarise and draw conclusions. We've provided a short conclusion of our own, along with a range of differentiated templates. Pick one that suits your learner and the level of support that they need when writing a report. And here's some top tips when it comes to supporting this activity. Pick a time of day when it's easier to focus and there are not too many distractions. We've provided the differentiated report templates. It could be useful to complete the final report table first, which is the easier option. Plan the structure of the report before starting. Aim to include an introduction, the main body and discussion, and a conclusion. Add examples, data or facts to support points. Use subheadings, bullet points, and experiment with the layout and presentation. This resource is designed for children to draw their own conclusions. Remind them to include their own viewpoint. Encourage them to be proud of their work. They could read it out or display their final report. I hope this has given you some fresh inspiration for how to use our CSI resource packs. You can find the one featured in this video in the link below. And don't forget, there are loads more CSI investigation resource packs to discover. We've included the link to these too. Just tap more below this video. Thanks for taking Twinkl along with you on your home ed journey.